reached the halfway point of the Global Rugby Challenge, and finally the cream is starting to rise to the top. Today the Guardians of the Crib will be fully tested when they go up against one of the best non-subscriber side teams in the competition. Leinster are in action, and they have just done the unthinkable in toppling the previously unbeatable Montpellier in round 5. Today they're in action and a close rivalry with the Guardians of the Crib. Hello everyone and welcome along to your Sunday premiere of the Global Rugby Challenge, the subscriber series where you guys take on the world's elite. Today we have a big one. This is one of the biggest of the season so far. 5th versus 6th does not say much on the grand scheme of things, but seeing that it is Leinster versus the Guardians, that makes things all okay in my books. Leinster are the team, the only team that has beaten Montpellier so far this season, and they did it just in the last round. 21-8. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even a match-up. Montpellier disposed of by this very tough-looking Montpellier side. Before that, it was a destruction of the Scarlets, 28-14. These guys look very tough to beat. They currently sit 5th, and they're behind the logjam of the likes of the All Flakes and the Celtic Dragons, who sit in that big cluster in the top 5. This is a very good side. This is pretty much the best of the best that Ireland has to offer. And you look through this team, and there is quality throughout. McGrath, Cronin, Furlong, that is one hell of a front row. Toner, Fardy, the best of Australia in the middle as well. Ruddock, Van der Fly, and of course the only Sean O'Brien at number 8. The backline has plenty of explosive ability as well. McGrath and Sexton will be the halves combination, with Henshaw and Ringrose, who have built a partnership in the green jersey of Ireland, will be partnering up for Leinster here as well. It is one of the best Super Rugby has produced, with James Lowe on the left wing. It'll be on the right Adam Byrne, and of course Rob Carney, a stalwart of the number 15 jersey at the back for Leinster, as they look to go up into that top 4 spots and really put this competition under fire. Trying to stop them doing that will be the Guardians of the Crib. Now these boys sit in 6th position. Their competition didn't start too well when they got thumped by the Flakers in the opening round, but since then they've come a long way. They've developed very nicely, and they look to be a team that will compete for the title this season. They sit 6th, as we talked about, so this is a big match where they could go one of 2 ways here. A win will propel them forward and right up there with the best. A loss, and their season could be hanging by a thread for the rest of the year. The team they've named here is very, very capable. They've looked very good in the last couple of rounds as well. They took on the ultimate task last round, beating the Crusaders in a mouth-watering prospect, 19-14 in round 5. Castres gave them a fright as well the week before, 35-21. They took out those boys. So this team has had some hard-hitting matches recently. The side for today is as follows. The front row consisting of Ray Ellenson, Mike Hunt, and Isaac Fisure. Into the second row, Liam Hacker will partner Rodrigo Martins in the locking positions. Luke Dunham will start on the blind side with Afonso Gill on the open side, and the big, hard-hitting Kieran Jones at number 8. Leo Bloomfield will start at scrum half, and it is Don Butler moving in from 12 to number 10 this week to start at fly half. In the midfield though, it looks very dangerous. The ever impressive Heston Gardner will start at 12, with Tom Guess alongside him at 13. On the left wing will be Ed Smith, and Carlos Pereira will line up on the right with Louis Evans at fullback for the Guardians. Hold on to your hats, folks. It is pouring with rain. This one is set to be a cracker. Yes, the weather conditions are sure to put this one into even more of excitement, as these two teams will really be tested not only by each other but also by the conditions. Jonathan Sexton gets the game underway. A deep kickoff down to Tom Guess, who finds Heston Gardner looking for a fast start for the Guardians of the Crib. And it's outside the 22. They pull the ball down. Hacker goes away to Tom Guest, and he's playing the number 13 jumper today. Very capable of playmaking. He kicks it down to Rob Carney, who looks for friends inside. He finds them too. Got a little run there from McGrath. Now they look wide. It's Sexton keeping it alive nicely to O'Brien. Beautiful ball there to Cronin. And Sean Cronin up and over, but taken by Bloomfield. And he squirts the ball out looking for someone, but he doesn't find the Normanville, and again it's lost and turned over from Ed Smith for Shore, away to Butler. Desperate times at the moment from the Guardians to the Crab. It's turnover city at the moment, but they can't handle the ball. It's wide to the right hand side. Sexton finds McGrath. Now they switch it to the left. It's a charge through the middle for Scott Fardy. And we have to calm it down a bit now as the two sides settle in. Ruddock lost to Hunt. Hunt goes away to Smith. Ed Smith down the left-hand side. Looks to kick ahead. Does so nicely. A little bit of territory here for the Guardians as it's back for James Lowe, who gets hammered. A big two-man tackle there by the Guardians defence, chasing hard. And Leinster have to go all the way back to their 22. Pops inside nicely for Adam Byrne, who's kicked this one away. Pereira goes back for it and misses it. And the rain in the eyes there as he finds Louis Evans, who's going to charge it back. Squirts it out to Kieran Jones. And under pressure, Kieran Jones takes contact again. It is 0-0. We're almost quarter of an hour through as the ball goes back to Guest, who hammers this once again down the right-hand sideline. And it's there for Rob Carney, who returns the kick on a bit of an angle. It sits up nicely for Allenson, who goes away to Smith once more. Big tackle! Wow! What a tackle there. James Lowe putting in the defensive shift as it's intercepted. Ringrose! Hard work in the middle by the Leinster centre. Wide it goes for Furlong. Excellent work, and now it's a chance. Ringrose away to Byrne. Back to Ringrose, and Allenson more than equal to it. And Allenson turns it over. The big loose-head prop is thundering away, and he's pummeled this ball downfield. Big chase coming for James Lowe once more. He gets it, and he turns defence into attack, and he takes down the two chasing defenders up to the 10-metre line. Leinster proving they are more than equal to this task at the moment. Pass away to Sean Cronin. Finds no success. There's 20 minutes gone. We are still 0-0, but Leinster having the better of the start so far. Wow, not anymore. As Ruddock is picked up and dumped from a big Liam Hacker tackle. They go to the left again. Tide Furlong going nowhere. It's how they shift it through Fardy. Finds a synchro partner in Toner. Beautiful ball back inside. They're keeping it inside beautifully. And Ringrose once more finds plenty of room through the middle of the park. And he breaks up to halfway as the Guardians struggle to set their defensive place yet again. Van der Fly does very well, and he pops a beautiful ball back inside to Cronin, and it's cutting left and right. Van der Fly gets the ball back in. Now it's Ringrose. Ringrose looks out wide. It's a chance for Leinster. Can they capitalise? It's beautiful passing all around, left and right. It's going to be a try! Finally! They'll score! Luke McGrath scores for Leinster, and it's 5-0. Long time coming. Desperate defence from the Guardians, but Leinster are right up there with the best. Look how they kept this ball alive. Going wide, beautiful ball from Henshaw, back in to McGrath, and a desperate attempted tackle from Louis Evans. Not enough to get the job done on this occasion. Well, this will send the competition into a headspin. The start is exactly what Leinster wanted, and exactly not what the Guardians were wanting at all. Are they capable of coming back? The start is the most important thing in these games. And you can guarantee of a player like Johnny Sexton on the tee, this will be 7 as well. What a start, almost half an hour it took. It was absolutely end-to-end stuff. It was bodies on the line, and it was Thrash City. As Leinster finally made the breakthrough, 7-0, they lead the Guardians. We expected a battle, and you can already guarantee we've received almost our money's worth straight off the first half an hour. Don Butler gets us back underway, and he looks deep as well. The pouring rain not helping those high kicks as a big tackle from de Normanville.
Release. And
it could be a turnover for the Guardians, not quite enough. And they evacuate the premises as now it goes back to Sexton. And he's kicked this one away. Louis Evans is back there as a hush falls around the crowd as here comes the fullback. Oh, another crunching tackle. Turned over by Leinster, and coming across would be an attempt from Ringrose. Just about half as he broke the attempted tackle. Desperate tackle it was as well, but just planting a foot on the sideline. No plain sailing here as Mike Hunt kicks it into the front and Liam Hacker has it. Butler pops it across to Kieran Jones, running wide, gets the ball desperately away to Gardner. Gardner finds Guess. There's still room out wide with Pereira. The pass is poor and it finds touch. The Guardians started to get the wheels rolling there. They started to get a little bit of continuity. They've kicked everything out of their own half so far. Now they've got to play. They trail and they've got to throw their hand at this. Sean Cronin will throw to the front, or to no one in fact. It's gone to the middle where no one was really expecting it. And eventually it comes out. Van der Fly is offloaded nicely and Furlong has popped a good little short pass away. Liam Hacker has turned it over for the Guardians. Big plays by big players. Now here's Kieran Jones, fired wide quickly to Don Butler. He's just got his ball away to Smith, away to Mike Hunt, and here he is. The hooker throws it inside. Kieran Jones is there. Half time is gone. Wow, what a half we've had. 7-0, Leinster lead this one. Is there something special in the water? It's going short side. Hunt says, I'm not having another go by myself, and he takes the ball down. Guardians need friends, and that was a little bit of a wasted play there. It's Hacker again, away to Kieran Jones, who just wants to run. Luke to Normanville, massive room out here for Normanville. Can he find the pass? Gardner to Pereira in the corner. The Guardians will score over half time. Carlos Pereira dots down the right, and the Guardians will not lie down. Big plays through the middle of the park. Luke to Normanville, take a bow. This was all him. Spotted the hole. Knew he wouldn't have the wheels to go all the way. Quick hands through the middle. And I think that was Heston Gardner who got absolutely pumped in the middle there. It was one of the back players. We'll take another look. It was, yes, number 12, Heston Gardner. We see him here. Bang. Big shot there on the inside centre. And Carlos Pereira had to wait for the pass. It was a bit heavy. It was a bit laboured. But it got to him, that's all that matters. And a crucial, crucial try. Under the watchful eye of the Leinster fans, we are up to almost 50 minutes at the moment. Action-packed first 40 from these two sides. Don Butler from the right-hand side, makes no mistake about that. And it is 7-7. Let's take a breath, let's go to half-time. Wow, what a half we've just had. Absolutely pandemonium rugby from these two sides as we head to the shed. 7-7 is the score. Leinster, we expected a fight, we expected a battle. They have been by far the better team here tonight. Look at those possession stats, 64% going to the home team, and territory an even battle, but they just nudged that one as well. The Guardians are having to defend a lot, 39 tackles to just 28. Their defensive work has to be on point if they're going to show this game what they can do. Their handling is letting them down at the moment. They're throwing a bit too many desperate passes and they're not going to hand. And what can you expect? The weather is terrible. It's atrocious out there. You cannot play that sunny day, hard underfoot weather game that they are trying to put out there. It's hurt them a lot of times, but they've got to somehow learn to rein that in if they're going to really be a competitor when the weather goes bad like this. Line breaks are close, 6-5. The Guardians and Leinster will be disappointed. They only come away with one try each after those impressive first halves. It is action-packed, it is all to play for, it is breathtaking. It is 7-7, and it is the second half about to kick off. Let's get back to the action and see who can take these crucial points, 5th versus 6th. But this is one of the battles of Season 3. A lot will rely on this man, Don Butler. Wanted his number 10 jersey back, and now he's got it. Can he turn it into success? Referee gives us the go-ahead, and underway we go yet again. Don Butler kicking this one wide, and try scorer Pereira chases hard, and Scott Fardy pulls it in for Leinster. Now it's all about the breakdown, and Gardner's got it. Ellison trudging forward was the big prop, and he's lost the ball straight away. No one knew he even got it, and that was a bit of danger as Leinster once again attacked through the middle. Defences are stretched. That's a great ball from James Lowe. Troll out wide for the Guardians as once again it's out there to Adam Byrne. But a good tackle from the explosive and extremely quick number 8, Kieran Jones, puts that one into touch. Great chance here now for the Guardians of the crib if they want it. just inside 40 metres from the line. Throw comes in and taken to the front. Hacker's been the target. Bluefield goes away to Butler. Butler! Oh! Absolutely cut in half by a devastating tackle. Guess quick hands to Kieran Jones. Jones is through! Kieran Jones! One to beat! Wide for Gardner! Try time, Guardians! Well, we talk about big game players every single week. Kieran Jones and Heston Gardner, they are big game players. Hunt played scrum half. Looked like there was an offside there against, who was it? It was Tom Guest, I do think. But Heston Gardner finishing the play. Take a look at that run from Kieran Jones. It was too. You see Guest get absolutely smashed, but the pass away and the acceleration straight between the midfield of Leinster. And you've got to say, poor from Lowe and Ringrose, who was skinned by the big number 8. Underestimating his talents, underestimating his skills. If your scouting's any good, you'll know that Kieran Jones has got wheels. He's played a season on the wing. He's played at number 8. He's played in the midfield. He's played everywhere. And he is a devastating force as well as we near 50 minutes. It is the Guardians of the Crib that lead for the first time, and they lead it by 7 as well. But I do fear this one is not over. Bonus points, don't even talk about them. There will be no thought of 4 tries here tonight by either of these two sides. They know what a battle this will be, and it was all about getting that W, getting themselves up the leaderboard as Normanville has knocked that backwards. Luckily for the Guardians, he was trekking backwards getting onto it, and Butler will have no choice but to bang this into touch. Is he going to make it though? I don't think he is. No, it's taken by Carney at the back, and now they rumble through the middle. Furlong, very well played, gets it back to Ringrose. Support for Ringrose is there, and it's going to be a try to Sean O'Brien. Oh, it's not over, not by a long way. This one has got miles to run. 14-12, Sean O'Brien, just like that, Leinster are back. Poor kick, and Rob Carney counter-attacked. Tied Furlong, brilliant. Ringrose through the middle. He took out 2 defenders before finding Sean O'Brien. Plenty of support there. Van der Fly was right there as well. Didn't need him. The defence was rattled. It was broken. It was shaken. And it never recovered from Matt. And there was the final play. Great tackle there on Ringrose, but still around the bootlaces. He got the arms free, and look at that man. He is an absolute specimen, and he will take you to the bitter end as well. Sean O'Brien, a legend of the game. And he has a chance, well, given a chance now to Jonathan Sexton to tie it all up and right in front. High quality, high calibre, world class. Jonathan Sexton makes it 14 apiece. This is a treat, folks. Sunday premieres don't get much better than this. On the Global Rugby Challenge, it is the Guardians of the Crib 14, Leinster 14. Who is going to make that telling difference? We'll find out. We've got just 24 minutes to go. It's another deep kickoff and another offload. Furlong is in absolutely everything. Chance to turn it over there. Good tackle, Kieran Jones. Sexton goes short, and it looks like Henshaw's going to kick this one. 20 minutes on the clock. Back there waiting for it is Louis Evans. Has he got the step? He does. Louis Evans starts very, very well. Gets him up over halfway with the counter-attack. Leo Bluefield goes away to Hacker. Oh, knock on. Oh, mistake. That's just what they didn't want. Hacker has been involved in everything.
Crouch.
And the handling has ultimately been good.
Set.
But that was a crucial knock on. And now Leinster will feed the scrum, and a very good hit by a very good pack. International quality. But that is a poor set play. Now they come out wide. Herrera's stretched. Inside they go to Cronin.
Release.
And it breaks down eventually. Thankfully for the Guardians, that one was not enough to break them through. The fan, and away goes Vardy, but another knock on. It's starting to really fall apart now. But it will be a scrum feed packing down for the Guardians of the Crib. Goodness me. Well, we said hold on to your hats, folks, at the start of this one. It was going to be an absolute cracker. The weather, obviously, has just added another dimension to this game. The scrums are going to be so crucial now as the game wears on. Tired bodies, tired hands, and a tired pack for both sides. As Bloomfield feeds, it looks steady enough. for the Guardians, and it will be Kieran Jones. No surprise here, he runs, he rumbles, and he finds a way through one tackle. He needs some friends to help him out, and the Guardians get it there as well. Hunt goes to Hacker, spots room out wide, and Pereira is there. Pereira needs someone on the inside. He finds Allinson. He's got Gill. Afonso Gill. He won't go on himself. Afonso Gill, maybe he will. Afonso Gill. Oh, he had no right to it. And Scott Vardy was the only chaser. As nonchalant as you like. Afonso Gill scores, and the Guardians retake their lead. There was no right in the world to this, but it was two big men that had the battle, and the hero for the Guardians may well be wearing the number 7 jumper. Pereira did brilliantly, and it was that pass from Allinson who has been in absolutely everything, and it was Scott Vardy versus Afonso Gill to finish in the corner. Where were the backline players? They were nowhere to be found. And a bizarre-like try that sees the back rower scoot away over a good 30 metres to score what could be a decisive try. Conversion needed to put this one at bay. And Don Butler, oh, he hits it perfectly as well. And this one is going the full distance. 21-14 is the score, and Leinster need one back to tie it up. Johnny Sexton surely has to go deep here. He's got to go deep. He's got to put pressure on. He's got to force a mistake from the Guardians. No, he's gone short. Well, what do I know? Oh, no. The Guardians let it bounce. Disaster. Disaster here for the Guardians as Leinster attack once more. Through the middle. Cronin. He's evolved a number of times. Gill. Oh, Afonso Gill. He turns it over. They slow it down. And it goes away to Smith, who knocks on. Goodness me, I thought we might have been done as far as twists and turns go in this one. But no, we are not.
Crouch.
I don't know if this game
Fine.
can handle another draw. I tell you what,
Sit.
that's where we're going. Scrum feed for Leinster. And it is fed from Luke McGrath and dominated again by the home team. Sexton, oh, he's met straight off the back. A good
Release.
chase from Bloomfield. And he puts it away, pick and go. Adam Byrne, that's terrible from him, and he could lose the ball. Guardians piling in, but it's there once again for Leinster. Shot out to each side. Henshaw does well, picking it back, and there's a room down the left side.
Release.
And they don't find a way there as they cut back to the right. Toner taking it down. Cronin, Sean Cronin. Cronin's in behind. Cronin looking to link up. It's there
Release.
for Leinster. This could be getting desperate. Devon Toner. Oh, big tackle there on the Irish second rower.
Release.
Turnover coming. It is. It's there for the Guardians. Owen Smith catches that and puts it in the ground. The Guardians of the crib have defied all odds, and they have beaten the Crusaders. They have beaten Leinster, and they now return up to the top where they belong. The dizzy heights of beating Montpellier a week ago have been met with a crashing disappointment of falling short of the Guardians of the crib. A first half dominance from Leinster that should have been converted into more points has fallen away, and they have struggled and failed to meet their expectations here. 3 tries to 2, the final tally 21-14. It could have and should have been so much more for the home team, but the Guardians really had the better of that second half. 2 tries to 1, but how about that first 40 minutes? Leinster could have and should have been up 21-28-0, yet they only come away with the 1 try. They looked amazing. Their offload game was sublime, but it wasn't good enough to put away the Guardians of the crib. I really did think we were in for another draw in this season. It's not come away though, and the Guardians have done enough. Sean O'Brien and Luke McGrath with the 2 tries, and Johnny Sexton converting them both without too much trouble. And you got to say, if they scored a third, it would have been 21 as well. Sexton's boot is one of the greatest in the globe. 3 tries for the Guardians: Afonso Gill, Heston Gardner, and Carlos Pereira with 1 apiece. And Don Butler on song at number 10 with 3 conversions from the tee as well. Let's have a look at the stats, because this is going to tell a story. Leinster, the better side throughout, weren't they? 56% possession, 52% territory, line breaks 7-8. It was one of the best games we've seen in terms of competitiveness and how good the AI side was for the full 80 minutes. Look at that tackle count, 39-66. The Guardians had to perform, and they really did step it up tonight against Leinster. 21-14, the home team get a bonus point for losing within 7, and no one obviously gets a try bonus point here tonight. But what a game, under the pouring rain as well, made for a real fixture. Interesting, explosive, exciting, and ultimately a big win for the Guardians on the road. Well, with that round 6 victory in the bag now for the Guardians of the Crib, they move up to 3rd position. Leinster have even gone up 1 to 4th. Now remember, Leinster were equal on points with the All Flakes and the Dragons. They were just down on points differential. They've lost that one by 7, but they've picked up the bonus point, which puts them on 19. The All Flakes and the Dragons still to play alongside the Crusaders, who could pick up their 4 or 5 points as well and go possibly up to 4th or 5th if they pick up the win. The All Flakes and the Dragons, they've still got to play their game as well, alongside Castres at the bottom. A win for them would be absolutely crucial, but Leinster, man, I mean, the Guardians now will be going, thank God we won that, because let's be fair, from that performance, the All Flakes, the Dragons, all the Flakers could all lose to Leinster. They played well enough that they could have won that game, and in my mind I was thinking, someone's got to take 3. Someone has to make this a point of difference. Someone's got to take a penalty, a drop goal, something to make this not a draw, to make a result happen. As it turns out, we didn't need it. Leinster really did fall away in the last 20 minutes, spilling balls, not dominating like they did in the first 60, and that cost them at the end of the day. Now their second loss, 4 wins to go with it, and it is the Guardians that are 5-1 into 3rd spot. Wow, what a fixture. What a fixture we have just witnessed there. Leinster are the real deal, and I fear Montpellier are going to be the real deal as well. To finish off of round 6, Castres will host the All Flakes, and the Crusaders will host the Celtic Dragons. Now, both of those games, we've already seen 2 teams that can foot it with the subscriber sides. Castres down in 6th, you'd say probably not, but we've seen second half displays from them twice where they have actually won the second half. It was just first halves that have let them down. The Crusaders, well, they almost beat the Guardians last round, didn't they? That was a close one, 19-14. It was all to play for there. But for today, we are done and dusted. My goodness me, that one was a real worry for the Guardians. Next up, the All Flakes versus Castres. The Guardians in 3rd. The All Flakes will look to leapfrog them all into 2nd or 3rd themselves. We'll all see what happens there next time. Thank you for tuning in to the Sunday premiere. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up as per always. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of this action, because this competition is heating up. The big wins, they seem a thing of the past. They don't happen anymore. And we, of course, have the big subscriber clashes coming up in just a few rounds' time as well. So make sure you tune in every single episode, and I'll see you for the next one, which is the All Flakes versus Castres. Until then, thanks for watching, and as always, take care.